We gotta do our intro sitting down because Megan is pregnant and acting like it's just the hardest thing in the world.
I'm getting tired.
Just kidding. No, but we're here in this really stunning, just captivating it's like a B+ motorhome.
Wait, are you calling it a B+, babe? Or...
Yeah, it's a B+ because it's on a van chassis.
And, I thought you were giving it a grade.
No. Oh. Yeah, it's like a Class B van, but it's a plus because we got a bed up over the driver's cab here. This thing is stunning, though. How much fun would it be to travel in something like this?
No, hear me out. I thought you were calling it a B+, but I was gonna be like, no, it's A+. Okay? I think it'll be fun, honestly.
Ton of fun. This thing is really pretty inside and out. So we're gonna take a look. This is the Jayco Melbourne series, and I'll get you more details here as we start the video. Come on, let's go. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here today taking a look at this 2026 Jayco Melbourne. This is their Melbourne Prestige line, and this is going to be, like I said, a class kind of B+ style motorhome. So it is on that Mercedes van style chassis. So you get all of the, luxury interior cabin and safety features that you would expect from Mercedes. So very comfortable with that, but then it does give you this boxier shape with the bed over the driver's cab. So more space than what you would see in a traditional van. Real quick, definitely something worth pointing out before we go inside as well is that this does have a full body paint scheme on it. I am gonna walk around to show you kind of what that looks like because these blue lights certainly don't show the true color of what it is. And we have a fiberglass roof up on the top. So as we come around over here, you can see we have this color scheme here. I'll come back out and show you some of these different floor plan options as well, since I won't have time, I don't think, to film all three of these. I might, but we'll see. But I'll show you the floor plans here so you can get an idea for what you're looking at. But this is more the true color of what we're looking at. So it's like a sage green and a gray. Very nice colors, really like that. Square frameless windows, slide out toppers on top of the slide out. Side cameras already installed, 4,000 watt generator, just really nice through and through. But the inside is where this thing really shines. So we're gonna hop inside here. Another thing that's worth mentioning as well, a couple things here actually. First of all, we have a 2-year base warranty from Jayco and then a 3-year structural warranty. Almost every other RV brand out there in this kind of segment and throughout just the industry in general does a 1-year base warranty and then a 3-year structural warranty. So you get that additional year from Jayco, and it does have protection for your catalytic converter on this motorhome. Before we step inside, you can see on the entry door itself, we have some nice just kind of features here, almost like a little storage area or even like a trash can spot there, a little shelf here, grab handle, privacy shade on the window itself, and then a really nice solid latch there. And then it's kind of a robust style design on that. It is all plastic on that. And then it has the strut that will stop it from hitting the sidewall. Also have an armless awning here that comes out. That is a Girard awning. As I step inside, we are gonna let, you wanna take it away first or?
Yes, darling.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let Megan get the, hopefully y'all could hear me all right. I just realized the mic wasn't pointed up towards me, but hopefully that's okay. We're gonna give Megan the mic and let her take it away for a second.
Okay, I'm running with the Megan segments. I classify this, what is it, a Class B?
Yeah, because it's a van.
Okay, this van is giving zen. It seems so peaceful in here. I could literally fall asleep. It reminds me of just being on the beach on sand and listening to waves. Thank you. That may make no sense, but it makes sense in my head.
Sure. Is there anything else you want to add?
I do like these recliners. They are really, really comfy. They really resonate with my spirit. And yeah, I actually like how high the armrest is because I don't know why. That's just so comfy to me. That's a good height right there. Okay.
I did notice something though, because you like to lean on the side.
No, I clocked myself in the head. Yes, it is cool, but I was not prepared for this. I like to lean my head against the wall like this and just chill. I literally hit this thing and I was like, what the heck is that? It's a speaker.
next to your head here in the seating arrangement.
Yeah. But that's it. Thanks, babe.
Yep. So as we go throughout this camper, we're going to take a look at some different stuff through here, but these are definitely more of like an oversized recliner as well. They are power recliners, so they will have the function to recline. And then this whole area here is in a slide out. At these shows like this, I don't get an opportunity to move the slides, unfortunately, but it does actually look like there's enough space here when the slide comes in that those recliner legs are still going to be able to kick out. So don't hold me to that 100%. Go take a look at this motorhome in person for yourself if you're a true prospective buyer to test that out. But it does look like there's enough space here where these will be able to recline even when you are going down the road. So this whole area here in a slide out. Real quick, before we work our way back, I'm going to talk about this really cool sunlight here coming in. But before we do that, have this bunk up over top, really, really large space. You can see how far back that goes. So easily 2 grown adults can sleep here. You got the window up over the top. So really nice with that. Automotive grade windshield with an automotive bonding on that there. And then we have power controls for your shade. So you can move that up and down. Got your light switch here as well. And then outlets and USB ports. Been talking about this. I don't know how many people still use these USB type A plugs. I think the RV industry as a whole should just go to universal like USB type C ports. Let me know your thoughts on that, but I don't even own any cables like that anymore. So I would definitely like to just see more of the USB type C connections. Got some storage space on the sides, and then as we drop down into the Mercedes portion of this motorhome, it is the Mercedes chassis. So has basically just all the build characteristics and the safety controls and everything that you would expect from Mercedes. Things like your, memory seats here and your controls for the comfort of your seats right there. This should have the ability for these seats to swivel as well. I'd be shocked if they didn't swivel around. So I get up in this space, you have an adjustable thigh rest too, so it can extend out just a little bit, giving you more comfort when you are going down the road. And yeah, I can see the latch right here to allow these seats to swivel. So just a nice look overall. Have your cruise control settings here, and I would imagine this yeah, it looks like this has adaptive cruise control on it also, which is going to be a nice feature to have. I have that on my truck, and it's really hard to drive a vehicle now that doesn't have it if I plan on using cruise control. And then you have your digital mirror here that should be connected to your backup cameras and side cameras. Now, this is my first time taking a look at this motorhome too, so some of these things I'm just making assumptions on, but they tend to be correct. If I'm incorrect on anything, I don't mean to be. And if there's somebody more knowledgeable than me out there that hears something that I say that's incorrect, definitely please step in. But pretty certain on most of the stuff that I'm saying here. So have your flip down sunshade there, storage space up here, grab handle here and there, coming in and out of the motorhome. Same thing on this side also. And then lots of storage space up front on the dash. Have some cup holders here, little cubby area. Pop-up area here that has the USB type C ports all through this space, and a nice spot where you can put like a phone or something like that. And then same thing over here, you got more little accessory storage right there. Even have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. So as we turn back around this way, couple things to point out. First of all, on your windows, we'll reach behind Megan here. You can stay where you're at, you don't have to move. You have a privacy shade here, does have a reflective material on the back that acts as like an added layer of insulation. Have your bug screen on the bottom, so this will be on all your windows that open up. These windows are gonna open about 6 inches, so you get a little bit more access for airflow to come through, and then wood framed around those windows. Again, really cool how your JBL speakers are here in the sidewalls. I haven't seen this in anything else yet. That's the first time I've seen something like this, and they have the lights on them. So it kind of acts as, a 2-in-1 with your speaker and a light setting. Have latches on all your cabinet doors and drawers that lock them in place. So when these open up, really nice there, really nice finish to the cabinet doors, and then all those will latch shut. Now you see we have a sofa, so we get this expansive seating arrangement. There is going to be a bed that flips down. I will get to that in a moment. But let's work our way down this motorhome. First of all, right here by the entry door, we have this Quadra, Bigfoot leveling system right here. So it looks like you have your retract and extend for all of your 4 jacks on this motorhome with this right here. We also have our battery disconnect switch there and our switch for our power on that step that is outside of the entry door. Light controls here, awning controls here. Nice, you have a master switch for
like that.
Your lights.
That's good.
Yeah, so nice and easy with that. Love all the lighting in here. Definitely Jayco pays a lot of attention to their lighting in their RV. So see lights everywhere, looks really nice. Black countertop material, definitely a statement. Certainly stands out with a nice contrast with this light kind of almost like bamboo wood finish on the cabinetry. Have a single basin charcoal stainless steel sink, retractable faucet off of the top here. What's up?
So all these RVs are Jayco here?
Oh, everything here is Jayco, yeah, at this event that we're at. She's liking the stuff from Jayco.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't even seen all of it. She hasn't had a chance to walk through everything out here. Yeah, they're doing good. LED lighting up through here. See your storage space, JBL sound controls there. Have your TV directly across from the recliners. You know, in that last RV that we were in, looking at this one now, I can definitely tell that it was not a 32-inch screen TV. It was much bigger than that. This is tiny compared to what we were looking at. I always get them mixed up because I just don't know my TV sizes that well. This is on a swivel mount, so you can swivel it out. So whether you're in the bed or on the recliners, you get, you know, that ability to see what you're working with here. You have a latch there that allows that to break free. It's just kind of a two-hand operation. Let's go ahead and set the camera down so I can get this out. So tilt this up so you can see, pull that down. That will allow that to break free, and we can really extend that out nicely if we want to. And we got our storage space back behind there. So you can see how that extends out. Have a residential size microwave, doubles as a convection oven because we don't have an oven in here. So really maximizes your storage space. As you can see through here, we have 6 drawers. Now they are using a traditional plywood drawer construction with staples to hold that in place. Soft close on the drawers, latches to hold them shut. We have a little utensil divider there, right? Yeah, that is nice. See if there's anything else you need. Looks like these are all going to be the same throughout the rest of those. Have some cabinet storage. Just going to see what we're working with. Like this one here is completely open, so no shelving in there. And then underneath your sink here, also noticing heat vents running underneath your cabinetry there. And under here, just got big open storage in this space. I don't see individual shutoff valves on the water lines. So that is something that we don't see here. Basically, all that means is if you did experience some sort of water leak, you'd be shutting off water to the whole camper to get that leak addressed, and then have to turn the water back on to the whole camper. Or I guess, in this case, motorhome. Pop-up outlet tower right here. So you have your outlets and USB ports there, and it is a wireless charging pad when it's in the down position. Windows here that open up. Again, little splash guard here with nice LED lighting, and then a very interesting stovetop here. This is something where, unfortunately, it's at the end of the day, everybody's already gone up into their hotel rooms or gone home or whatever it may be. I can obviously tell this is a nice little kind of elevated propane little stovetop. This here, I'm left to guess, and I don't know if it's an induction cooktop or if it's like a, what would the other options even be? If it's like a, I don't know if it's just a standard like electric cooktop and it's giving you both options for a gas and electric cooktop. I'm not exactly sure. If someone knows for sure, please comment down below. I'm sure there's someone watching that you guys are a really knowledgeable audience base, and I really appreciate that. So if somebody knows for sure, let me know down below in the comments. Then we have this awesome, I mean, just incredible skylight. You can see we have the latches here to hold it shut. So let's go ahead and just open these up and see what we're dealing with here, because I am pretty excited to open this up. You do push on these buttons to allow these to break free. This thing is just huge. It is huge. Oh, this is so cool. So we can, nice. Push that open. You see how it opens up there. Gonna let some more airflow in. You do have a bug screen here, and you have a privacy shade there. But this, more than anything else, is also just going to let in a ton of natural light during the day if you want natural light coming in through the space. It is kind of a dual pane acrylic style setup on here. So you see you have the bottom pane, and then you probably make out how there's a top pane there and then a bubble gap in between those. We'll go ahead and close these up so they don't actually drive this thing or accidentally drive this thing on out of here with that all latched open. So really cool there. Like that a lot. Have your AC here in this space, soft touch ceiling panel here, so kind of like a leather style material. And then we have our sofa. Sofa does have storage down underneath it. Definitely a bold take with the black furniture color as well. And then we're gonna take this back cushion. They made this about as simple as they could. I like the simplicity of it. You just remove this back cushion, put it out of the way, and then that will allow this bed to drop down. You have controls for it right here. And it's a very quick acting, simple motion to get the bed down. Reveals your window back behind there, some storage, and now you have a bed here, and that looks like it is a queen bed. Might not be a residential queen. Let's see here. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely shorter than a residential queen, but nonetheless, it's still not bad though. So right here in this area, you got a spot for wireless charging pad with some USB ports here. You got outlet up underneath that space. I think I'm squishing the microphone here. Make sure y'all can hear me all right. You got your outlets up underneath that space. You have storage up overhead. It also has a hole right here, so you could run something down through here. Maybe it's like prep for, you know, being able to run a cable down from a CPAP machine. Looks like that's probably the case. Yep, you got an outlet up in here. So you can put your CPAP machine up in this area if you needed to. Soft close on everything in this motorhome, really nice. Windows all through here. You can see how it's even like kind of framed out there. Pretty cool. And again, privacy shades on those windows and the mattress. It's pretty comfortable. Also bigger vent fan over this area. And then as we come back this way, got your refrigerator and freezer. Has 4 different spots for adjusting the shelves. Also different adjustments here for the door. And then you got a nice big freezer portion there. Can't open this all the way up when the bed is down though. Not a big deal. Now we're gonna have some pantry storage. Right here we have some set in place shelving all through there. Got some pull out shelves right here. So you can see how these will pull out like so. And then soft close and push those back in. And then we have 2 more drawers here. Good size on those. So tons of storage all in all through this space. I mean, just an absolutely ton of storage. I wonder if there's any under here too. That looks like that's going to be access to some electrical equipment underneath there. Ceiling fan controls right here. You have your Truma tankless water heating system right here. And then we have our control panel for this motorhome. So everything on this motorhome can be controlled with this panel right here. And it also can connect to your phone. Then we open up the door to the bathroom, and the aesthetic just continues back into this space, looking really nice. Have that nice lit up mirror here in the vanity. We have your toilet here, gives you a little bit of squatty potty action even with that. And we have what feels like it's either like a porcelain or some kind of similar style, maybe fiberglass seat there. So not plastic, and then a porcelain base on the toilet. It's probably fiberglass on that lid there. Soft close on that. The storage in this bathroom is phenomenal. First of all, we have the ladder to get up onto the bunk. Have a closing rod in here, so this is going to act as your closet. Have a couple different tables here for your recliners, and then we have some drawers right here, plus a little lip so you can set things on this spot. But you'll have your 2 drawers there. And that's just getting started. You have a spot here to hang stuff. Open this up, you have shelf storage through here. I don't know if I've seen this great of storage in a motorhome this size before. I mean, this is truly impressive. And curious your thoughts, please let me know what you think about this motorhome down below in the comments. So 3 drawers there. Ceiling height is great as well. Big window along this back wall. We have liquefied here. This is a black tank treatment for your RV that you can find on Amazon and Walmart. This is gonna make sure that everything that goes into your toilet and black tank gets liquefied, keeps your black tank healthy and smelling fresh as well. And that's gonna be something that's an essential product for your RV. So you can find that at Blue Compass stores across the country. Have a nice deep charcoal stainless steel sink, and then a pretty standard faucet there. Have your light and fan controls. And then we have a pretty dang good sized shower. Also get this shower tower kind of set up here with the wand. Has this water recirculation system. So this little blue panel right here will actually change colors. What you can do is you can set it down here with this knob to have your water that is coming to the shower head actually recirculate through the water heater, so it will heat up and you won't waste a single drop of water. Once this changes colors, you know that the water is now warm or hot, and then you can switch this so that you can be standing in the shower as soon as you turn on the water for the first time and know that it's warm, so you don't waste any water. That is a really nice feature in a motorhome like this for sure. You have another clothing rod in here, so you can hang clothes in this space if you would like. Nice wide base on the shower, and when I step foot in here, My head is going to go up into the skylight, so you can see here that my head is in the skylight. It's not a big deal or anything like that. I still can take a comfortable shower in here. I would have to duck to get under this shower head, but there's also the wand that I can use. You have some body sprayers, and overall ceiling height in here is probably good for about 6'4". But a decent space in here to work with, without a doubt. Very pretty in this motorhome, just all the way around. And then finally, you got a water filtration system down underneath here in that last bit of storage. Also show you how the door works, because you can close the door here and then lock that. So you have a pretty decent amount of privacy there. Megan looks like she's about to go to sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Show you how this bed goes up. Surprised she didn't hop in the bed while I was in the bathroom. For reference, it is like 10 o'clock at night. When I step outside, you will see everybody has already gone to bed except for us.
Your girl had long days of work.
She did have a long days of work.
And practice.
And practice.
And a parent meeting.
And a parent meeting. Because she's a coach, so she deals with coaching people's kids and dealing with parents and all that fun stuff. Uh-oh. Imagine I locked this in here.
Oh, I'm going straight to bed.
That's true. Although it's kind of warm in here. How's it going? Okay, so as we step outside, have JBL speakers on the outside of this motorhome. Have some steps right here getting in and out of your driver's cab space. As we step back, should have like a, see if I can pinpoint it here. I'm trying to see, yeah, there is like a diamond guard here on the front end of this motorhome. So I can see that line for that all along this front end to protect the paint up in this area of the motorhome. A really nice look overall. Swintex slide mechanism here on this slide out. You have a slide topper already installed on the slide out as well. 4,000 watt generator under here again. And then we have our spot for our propane right there. Coming back along this way, all of your doors have these latches on them. So they are slam latch doors. They're a metal door as well. So really high grade quality on this. Have some storage compartments. You can see how that will just latch shut like so. More storage here. Storage up underneath there, and then your water connections are all behind this enclosed door right here. You can run water lines through this spot and then down through there, so you can keep all these doors closed while you have your water connections going. And then looking up onto the roof, we have a digital antenna up there, a fiberglass roof, backup camera already installed, and then there is a towing hitch off the back. So down underneath here, hitch rated for 5,000 pounds. So if you wanted to tow something like a vehicle or a trailer behind here with motorcycles in it, something along those lines, you have the ability to do that. Pretty dang aggressive looking brake light setup. I like the way that looks. That is pretty slick and definitely a bit more of an aggressive look than I would expect from a motorhome like this. And then along this side, speakers here. Again, your Girard armless awning and some more storage compartments. And then finally, I'll wrap up with showing you the two other floor plans they have here. So this is the 25 RP. And just in case I don't get a chance to get to the other ones, they have this 25 LP. We also have propane quick connect lines underneath here for like a griddle cooktop or something along those lines. So this one has more of your set in place bed with nice storage back along there, and then your bathroom here. And so go back to the other one. I'll get you pricing here right before the end of the video as well. This is going to be a new floor plan here. This is their 25 MP. So I probably will make a video of this one. In fact, you know what? I'll make you come back for that one. Because now that I know this is a new floor plan, I didn't even catch that earlier. I'll film this one in the morning before I leave. So stay tuned for that to see what's going on there. Let me find a price on this motorhome for you, or at least an estimate, and then we'll get you on your way. And of course, let me know what you think down below in the comments. And this one here is hard to get a grasp on exactly. They're somewhere right around like the 150 to 160 mark. So with this one here, I would think it's going to be closer to that 160, 170 mark, because a full body paint option alone is like $8,000 to $10,000. So that's kind of what I would expect here. It is a very, very nice motorhome inside and out. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. And then if you appreciate the work that we do here, I got Megan here late at night just so that she can, you know, be here for support and whatnot. But it's part of what comes with doing this job for you guys. And if you appreciate what I do here, I'm doing the best I can to get you as many reviews of these RVs as possible. Definitely make sure you're subscribed to the channel, as that not only helps me out, but make sure you don't miss a lot of videos coming of all the exciting new RVs and whatnot that I am out here searching across the United States to find for you. So that's all I got for y'all. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And until next time, live firmly unbound.